and other delegates present here. Good afternoon. We are grateful for your presence here. Today, we celebrate a momentous occasion as we successfully complete the transition of SGX Nifty futures contract to GIFT Nifty. As we say in Sanskrit, Drashti yatra sameti tatra siddhir bhavati, which means whenever the vision is fixed, success is achieved. And I think the vision was fixed by Honorable Prime Minister somewhere in his visit to Singapore around 2007-8, when he decided to set up this very gift city. It has taken almost 15 years to come to this stage, but it is with keeping in mind the fact that India's growth story requires a robust financial sector, which is also external facing. The establishment of GIFT IFSC stemmed from our Honorable Prime Minister Modi's vision to establish GIFT City as a leading financial center and be an integral part of his broader vision to transform the country into a prominent financial and economic powerhouse, a leader in financial technology. GIFT IFSC plays a very crucial role in India's growth story by serving as a catalyst for economic development, attracting global investors and fostering financial innovation, along with attracting global capital. By offering a robust regulatory framework, simplified procedures, competitive tax benefits, the IFSC has attracted several businesses and investors and will continue to do so, facilitating capital flows and stimulating economic growth. The IFSC acts as a hub for cutting-edge financial services, including fintech, international exchanges, digital banking, blockchain application, artificial intelligence, and many more. The Government of India has been taking several steps in recent years to develop and promote the IFSC at the GIFT City as a global financial hub. The latest announcement by Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sardar in the Union Budget 2023 regarding unified regulations, operational ease, data security, and extension of tax benefits are part of this ongoing effort. Amendments proposed in the budget are expected to make GIFT IFSC more attractive for businesses and investors. The GIFT Nifty is an important milestone in the development of the IFSC in its outreach towards foreign investors and to enhance the capital market ecosystem in GIFT City. The partnership between NSE and SGX has fostered vibrant capital markets, driving economic growth and creating opportunities for businesses and investors alike. Over the past 2 decades, SGX has been our bridge to the world, linking two of the fastest growing economies in the world. The NSE-IX SGX Connect takes this one-of-a-kind collaboration further with a single location to trade in US dollar denominated Nifty derivatives while retaining current clearing and settlement arrangements. The Connect would lead to an enlarged market for domestic and international investors for Nifty products, an enhanced opportunity to participate in the growth story of the 5th largest economy of the world. With the Connect, we strengthen our commitment to create a more efficient ecosystem for market participants. Embarking upon this new endeavor, I would like to thank our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sardar ji, officials of the Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Finance, IFSC authorities, the Government of Gujarat, Government of Singapore, Monetary Authority of Singapore, Mr. Lobun Chai, and all people and partners associated with SGX and SGX Connect. Today, we have been able to transfer the entire liquidity and open interest from SGX to NSEIX at GIFT IFSC. More than $9.4 billion of open interest and close to 1.2 billion of trading has happened since 6:30 a.m. almost 9 hours before. Without a single complaint, suggests that the technology operations and risk management systems have worked well. This was an extremely complex project in terms of regulations, technology, commercial, and every aspect of cross-border businesses, which has been implemented successfully without a single hitch or a glitch. Most of my colleagues at GIFT IFSC and at Mumbai have had sleepless nights for over a month to achieve this tremendous achievement. I take this opportunity to thank them, and especially our man of the moment, Shri V. Balasubramaniam, the MD and CEO of India INX, and Shri Lo Boon Chai, CEO SGX, for that tremendous effort. Once again, I extend my heartfelt appreciation to each one who contributed to this smooth transition. As I now hand over the baton to NSE-IX Chairman Shri Rajiv Maharshi and MD Shri V. Balasubramaniam, I assure all the support that is required from NSE that it will be provided in times to come. Thank you all again, once again, for coming here today, and may our shared success continue to flourish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I assure you that we at NSE-IX will have a fixed vision and all our efforts dedicated towards that vision. Now I would request Shri Lo Boon Chai, CEO SGX Group, to address the audience.
Good afternoon, Shri Jetty Srinivas, Chairman of IFSC Authority, Shri Tapan Ray, MD and Group CEO, Gift City, Shri Rajiv Maharishi, Chairman, NSE International Exchange, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE, Shri V. Balasubramaniam, MD and CEO, NSE International Exchange, delegates from IFSCA, Gift City, Board of Directors from NSE International Exchange. Together with NSE, SGX Group is delighted to mark a significant milestone in our partnership as we make history with the successful transition of the SGX Nifty futures contracts to GIFT Nifty. For over 2 decades, SGX has been working with NSE to internationalize the Nifty benchmark. Hence, we were very excited to see the continued strong demand and interest from global investors as we opened the market this morning with US $8 billion of open interest in GIFT Nifty. As a leading international multi-asset exchange, SGX has played a pivotal role in transforming Singapore into a global financial hub. We've built a reputation for innovation, robust infrastructure, investor-friendly regulations, and market integrity. Today, we've taken another bold step forward in our commitment to serve our international customers with unparalleled access to Asia. This first of its kind trading link, with trading and matching in India and clearing and settlement in Singapore, has never been done before in the derivatives world, and is likely the first cross-border capital markets collaboration between Singapore and India. India's remarkable economic growth and its financial markets have been a source of inspiration for many. With NSE, IX, SGX Connect, we have deepened our ties with one of the fastest growing economies in the world and further strengthened the partnership between SGX and NSE. Gift City, as a world-class financial center, has been designed to foster innovation and create an ecosystem that attracts global investors. By leveraging the strengths of both SGX and NSE in Gift City, we created a seamless bridge that enables investors to tap into the immense opportunities presented by India. The Connect signifies SGX and NSE's shared vision of a dynamic and interconnected capital markets in Asia. We are excited with the tremendous potential that our Connect offers as the liquidity pools of domestic and international investors converge in Gift City. With the support of our regulators, both NSE and SGX look to build upon this collaboration to expand our offering as well as unlock new value and growth avenues for investors. SGX is committed to support and enhance international investors' access to India's equity markets. Our market participants can be assured of the highest standards of trading, clearing, and risk management. We'll continue to work closely with our partners and regulators in India to create a vibrant trading ecosystem from GIFT Nifty that will attract more capital into the Indian market. In closing, I would like to thank India and Singapore's governments, IFSC Authority, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, NSE, all our stakeholders, partners and members for their firm support throughout this journey. This project has taken the efforts of many present here today who have worked tirelessly to ensure a smooth transition, and we're grateful for your cooperation. Let us celebrate this historic milestone and look ahead with confidence to even deeper collaboration between Singapore and India's capital markets. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And I assure you that we at NSEIX are equally excited. I would request you to please stay connected. Now, I would request Shri Tapan Ray, MD and Group CEO, GIFT City, to share his thoughts on this occasion. Sir, please.
Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, friends, distinguished guests, and invited persons. At the outset, let me congratulate the authorities who have been responsible for making this possible. We have the NSE, the SGX, and the regulators, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and of course our own IFSCA, who have worked hard over the years to create this moment today. And I congratulate them for creating GIFT Nifty from GIFT City. As we all know, this has been a long-run affair. In fact, almost 5 years since we started. I remember having come around 4 years back when I was told that once we get this into GIFT City, it will be a game changer for GIFT City. And today that moment has arrived. And I must congratulate everybody who is responsible for this, for making it successful. As you know, GIFT City has been developing various products and also getting more participants into GIFT City, and we have been working hard on this. After the creation of the authority, things have really moved forward, and I must congratulate the IFSC authority for working hard, taking it forward, and today we are in a position that we can declare GIFT Nifty as one of the best products we could have in GIFT City. The open position which has been transferred, I'm told, is about 8 billion, which is quite significant. And I'm sure this is only the beginning. And we will have many more products which will be launched through the SGX NSE Connect. And we expect that many more such connects will be also done between the IFSC and the other regulatory authorities. GIFT City is coming up in a big way in the physical side also, in the infrastructure side also. As you might have heard recently, the announcement of Google setting up their international fintech center at GIFT City, that was a big announcement which the Google chairman made at USA. So that is the beginning of the large entities coming to GIFT City. On the infrastructure side, we are developing almost 22 million square feet of built-up area within GIFT City out of a 44 million possibility. And it is both in the SEZ and in the domestic area. On the infrastructure side, from the social angle, we have also taken care that GIFT City has a vibrant social life, so that as these entities which come from abroad settle in GIFT City, they get a proper environment and a proper ecosystem. To that extent, we have designed a social infrastructure plan along with the help of the government of Gujarat, and a very up-to-date hospital is coming up. We already have an international school. So these facilities will further help in allowing more products to come to the exchanges, and we hope that in the near future we will have many more such occasions where we will announce and make such big announcements. With the help of Government of Gujarat, we are also moving forward in the direction of creating a proper evening life, as they call it. And I'm sure with that, there will be a further acceleration to the momentum which Gift City has got. As Honorable Prime Minister always mentioned, that this Gift City should be the gateway for both inbound and outbound foreign currency transactions. And I'm sure that this will move further forward. He is reviewing this project on a very regular basis. In fact, we are always on our toes because he takes stock of what has been done in Gift City. And I assure you on behalf of Gift City that we will leave no stone unturned to create a proper physical infrastructure as well as an ecosystem which is commensurate with the level of transaction which are going to take place. I again congratulate NSE IX, SGX, the regulatory authority of Singapore, that is the MAS, our own authority, IFSCA, and the governments of Gujarat and Singapore for their very valuable contribution in making this event happen. And we are also proud that the name of Gift is attached to the whole product, which is Gift Nifty. And the whole, the brand itself, if you notice, has a rhyme in it in terms of gift and nifty. And the name Nifty was coined by Modi ji himself. So this is a very big brand for us, and we are happy that we are associated with it. With this, I conclude my remarks, and I thank all the authorities for thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, and we really appreciate your valuable support. Now I invite Shri Injati Srinivas, Chairman, IFSC Authority, to address the gathering.
Shri Rajiv, Shri Patel, Shri Bunchai, who has joined us virtually, Shri Ashish Chauhan, Mr. Torchiki, distinguished guests, representatives from the media, and dear friends. It's indeed a happy coincidence that we are celebrating this momentous occasion on the auspicious day of Guru Purnima. So I think the Guru's blessings are with us, and this will certainly be a very successful endeavor. As both Mr. Ashish Chauhan and Mr. Bunchai emphasized in their remarks, this is a one of its kind experiment worldwide. You look at two distinct jurisdictions with two distinct regulators, two international exchanges have joined hands to develop this connect, which goes to show that even in midst of competition, there is enough scope for cooperation. So there is nothing contradictory about this. There is so much to gain by leveraging our synergies and complementarities. I can fully understand that such a complex endeavor has taken time. I think for it to be doable, it had to take time, because there are so many issues which need to be sorted out, so that it is not short-lived, it is long-lived. So I see that as no sort of drag on this project. It is very well developed, and today this project has been possible because of a lot of efforts by both the exchanges, by both the regulators, and by both the governments. So when we look at this entire Gift Nifty project, we have to look at it as a great example of bilateral cooperation between two great countries and two great friends, India and Singapore. And we are forging this relationship, this collaboration in the age of Asia. This decade is for Asia. And both these countries are bright spots in the global economy, and there's a lot to gain from each other. What has now started as a simple connect with, in a way, a one-way traffic. That means SGX Nifty while global investors will access this product through the front end of SGX, the order matching will take place in NSE IX, the liquidity will be here, but the clearing and settlement will take place in SGX. I expect that it will not be long before many other products like what Mr. Chauhan was mentioning, single stock futures, or even as we move along, we don't know, unsponsored depository receipts, so many other possibilities, options, so many possibilities would be opened up through this sort of connect. And what has started as a connect for transmitting the trading in now what is called GIFT Nifty can actually culminate in creating a capital corridor between the two countries. When Prime Minister had visited us and he was addressing, that is last year, when even this connect was in a way launched at the beginning of it, the process, he said that the vision for GIFT, IFSC, or even GIFT City for that matter, is to connect global investors to India and India to global opportunities. So this should always be seen as a two-way process. And even for GIFT IFSC, which is the maiden international financial jurisdiction in India, there are so many things which are happening together, which ultimately will enable us to emerge as a global international financial hub. This is a collaboration with Singapore, which is a well-established global financial hub. So therefore, this is the quick way in which we introduce the global investor to our capital market products. Today, there are not too many capital market products in the international financial exchanges in GIFT, but in the near foreseeable future, I think it's not far away when you find Indian companies also listing here and foreign companies listing here. There is a gestation period. I'm seeing that the gestation period is coming to an end, and there will be a lot of new developments taking place just as this one, and together they will augur very well for both the IFSC and India at large. I think this is something we should consider as just the beginning of a long, long journey, and I would hope that this is a sustained relationship, and it will play a very important role also in newly emerging areas like sustainable finance, etc. We want to see that finance is available for responsible growth. So I think this Connect can be a platform for so many possibilities, and it will create a great example for many others to replicate, and it can also enable GIFT to look at many other possibilities with other like-minded jurisdictions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And we at NSE really thank you for your valuable support, for your able guidance. Now I would like to request Shri Balasubramaniam to present the memento to Shri Injeti Srinivas, Chairman, IFSC Authority. I would like to request Shri Balasubramaniam to present the memento to Shri Tapan Ray, MD and Group CEO, GIFT City. I would like to request Balasubramaniam to present the memento to Shri Rajiv Mehershi, Chairman, NSE. I would like to request Shri Balasubramaniam to present the memento to Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSE. Now Shri Balasubramaniam to present the memento to Shri Nico Topketti, MD and Head of Operations and Market Services, SGX Group. Thank you. Now we open the floor for media interactions.
What are you expecting the gestation period for the two-way business?
I think the question is about listing of Indian and foreign companies.
In some ways, today is the first day. It has taken 5 years to come to this place where we have reached. So in a way, you can say gestation period was 5 years. But today, first day itself, we have gone beyond, I think, $1.3 billion of trading in the last few minutes since I started talking. It was 1.2 billion, now it has grown 1.3 billion. So effectively, it's trading very fast, no glitches. So hopefully, this trend will continue and grow. So in some ways, the gestation period is over. Now the production starts.
Could you give us more details about the trading that has happened today, the trading and the open interest?
Yeah, in terms of trading today, I think we just concluded the first session of our trading. So we have clocked a volume of close to about $1.3 billion. Roughly about 30,000 trades have taken place today. And in terms of open interest migration, I think as we started in the morning, on Friday evening, which was the last trading session in Singapore, on the July contract, which is the expiry, the open interest was about $8.1 billion. On the August series, there is some open interest, and there is some open interest on the bank Nifty, so effectively about $8.3 billion open interest on the future side. And on the Nifty options, again another $1 billion open interest. So effectively put together $9.3 billion of open interest.
Hi, this is Ankur Mishra from ET Now. Congratulations once again to all the stakeholders. My question is for both Mr. Loh Boon Choi. First, I want to understand from you, sir. Hello.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yes, yes.
Couldn't quite hear clearly. Can you repeat the question?
Am I audible now? So I'll repeat once again. Congratulations once again for the launch. My question to you is that how do you see this tie-up as an advantage for SGX per se, so that this kind of collaboration and cooperation, as you were mentioning in your address as well, will help you from your side?
Well, it's I think, as you heard in today's session, a historic moment. It's probably the first of its kind in terms of capital markets collaboration between Singapore and India. And in this particular collaboration on GIFT Nifty, we're trying to create a financial corridor. And in this case, the trading and matching is in India and clearing and settlement in Singapore. And what we hope to move from here is to expand this cross-border capital markets collaboration into other areas that could bring international investors into the growing Indian capital markets, which indeed is international and is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Coupled with SGX multi-asset exchange platform that allows access into Asia, and Asia growing faster than the rest of the world, we are confident of continued interest and portfolio flows into Asia, and this will benefit not just Singapore and India, but the whole of the Asian capital markets.
सर मेरा सवाल ब्रजेश कॉन्सेप्ट मेरा सवाल जेपी सर के लिए होगा। सर आपने कहा कि जल्दी ही देसी और विदेशी कंपनियों की भी लिस्टिंग यहाँ पर हो सकेगी, तो ये लिस्टिंग बाकी लिस्टिंग से कैसे अलग होगी और क्या टाइमलाइन कोई आप देख रहे हैं कि जब तक आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि या इस तरह की कोई इंटरेस्ट आए आपके पास कि कब से कंपनियां लिस्ट होना चाहती है?
जैसे आप जानते हैं कंपनीज एक्ट के अमेंडमेंट 2.5 साल पहले हुई, जिससे देशी कंपनियां लिस्टेड या प्राइवेट कंपनियां जो लिस्ट होना चाहती हैं यहाँ पर, वो संभावना खुल गया है। अब उसके जो रूल्स वगैरह हैं वो बन रही हैं, तो जल्द से जल्द मेरा ये मानना है कि इंडियन कंपनीज जो फॉरेन कैपिटल रेज करना चाहती हैं, आज तक उनके पास जो एवेन्यू था वो केवल डिपॉजिट रिसीव का था, TDR GDR का, अब डायरेक्टली अपना इक्विटी लिस्ट कर पाएंगे। जैसे ही ये भारत सरकार नोटिफाई कर देगी, ये आरंभ हो सकता है। और अनुमान करते हैं कि जो स्टार्टअप्स वगैरह, टेक स्टार्टअप्स वगैरह हैं, जो ज़्यादातर विदेशी इन्वेस्टर्स निवेश करते हैं, इवन जो FDI अभी आ रहा है, ज़्यादातर जो स्टार्टअप सिस्टम में बाहर से पैसा आता है, तो उस तरह की कंपनियाँ रेगुलेट कर सकती हैं। जहाँ तक फॉरेन कंपनीज का लिस्टिंग है, रेगुलेशंस बहुत ही अच्छे रेगुलेशन है उनको लिस्ट करने के लिए। पहले ये था कि अगर एक कंपनी यहाँ लिस्ट भी कर ले तो कंपनीज एक्ट में कई सारे ऑब्लिगेशंस उन पर पड़ते थे, लेकिन अब जो हमने उसको कंपनीज एक्ट भी अमेंड हो गई है और रेगुलेशंस में अगर कोई कंपनी केवल यहाँ लिस्ट करती है तो कंपनीज एक्ट में उसके कोई ऑब्लिगेशंस नहीं है। और आपको ये, हम सबको ये समझना पड़ेगा कि ये IFSC हिंदुस्तान में बनाने का जो मुख्य उद्देश्य है कि भारत फाइनेंशियल इंटीग्रेशन एट रीजनल लेवल या ग्लोबल लेवल में मुख्य भूमिका अदा कर सके। तो अगर यहाँ पर कंपनियां लिस्ट करेंगी, लेट अस से साउथ एशिया की कंपनियां आके यहाँ लिस्ट कर सकती हैं, तो यहाँ से वो फॉरेन कैपिटल रेज कर सकती हैं। उनको ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो लंदन या न्यूयॉर्क जाए। तो आपका प्रश्न का उत्तर ये होगा कि आने वाले 1 साल के अंदर हम मानते हैं कि ऐसे लिस्टिंग्स हमारे एक्सचेंजेस पर होंगे और उससे लिक्विडिटी भी आएगा।
सर छोटा सा क्लैरिफिकेशन, ये नोटिफिकेशन कंपनीज एक्ट में जो अमेंडमेंट हुए उसका होना है या आपके रेगुलेशन?
कंपनीज एक्ट का होना है।
सर मैं केतन जोशी CNBC हवा से, बाला सर से सवाल रहेगा, ये SGX निफ्टी के साथ क्या हमारा प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग मॉडल है, और अगर है तो कब तक रहेगा और कितना?
हमारा जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है 5 साल का है, उसके बाद 2 साल और एक्सटेंशन होगा इसका, वो हमारे ऑलरेडी नेगोशिएटेड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। और इसमें जो प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग है, इसमें मोरलेस मोटा मोटी 50-50% शेयरिंग का मोरलेस फॉर्मूला है। बट ये जो है स्ट्रेट अवे ऐसा नहीं है आंकड़ा। इसमें कैसा है कि थोड़ा बिजनेस सिंगापुर अपनी तरफ से लाएगी, थोड़े बिजनेस हम IFSC की तरफ से लाएंगे। जो बिजनेस सिंगापुर अपनी तरफ से लाएगी उसमें 75% सिंगापुर रेवेन्यू रखेगी, 25% हमें पास आउट करेंगे। और IFSC साइड से जो बिजनेस या वॉल्यूम जो हम जनरेट करेंगे उसमें हम 75 रखेंगे और उनको 25 देंगे। और ये जो है एक थ्रेशोल्ड वॉल्यूम लेवल हमने पहले से निश्चय किया है, यहाँ तक ये फॉर्मूला, ये प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग होगा। उसके ऊपर अगर वॉल्यूम क्रॉस होता है तो हम 50-50 शेयरिंग करेंगे। तो इफेक्टिवली ये इक्वल पार्टनरशिप है। 5 years extendable by another 2 years.
Hello sir, first of all congratulations to everyone who's been a part of GIFT Nifty. I have 2 questions. The first one is with respect to ODIs, overseas derivative instruments. Of course there were mentions about it in the budget as well. Whoever wants to take it to help us understand when is this expected to be launched, in what form, and what will be an understandable mechanism in terms of how will it work. That would be the first question if someone can answer.
Offshore derivative instruments, This was announced by the Honorable Finance Minister. And the Finance Act has got that amendment. So the SCRA, the Securities Regulation Act, which has been amended. As a result, now offshore derivative instruments can be issued from the FSC. Earlier, you could not issue an offshore derivative instrument from a domestic exchange. This is also a part of India. SCRA is applicable to this area also. So unless you made a carve-out, it was not possible. Now the carve-out has been made, and we have opened it up in our regulations only for banks. So the IBUs, we call them as IFSC banking units, which want to issue offshore derivative instruments. Today, it's essentially, I think, concentrated in Singapore and Paris. Maybe the double taxation avoidance treaties and all would have contributed to this concentration of this market. And it is of the size of close to 1 lakh crore. Now, once it is being issued here, it is likely that the future sort of market may concentrate here.
Okay. My second question is to Logun Chai. What I want to understand is I'm all for this transition into GIFT Nifty, but just to understand why did you let it go in this transition? I mean, what did you see for SGX in this entire transaction? If you could help us understand that.
Thank you for the question. As you have said, GIFT is a special place, and out of this, partnering with NSE, and in particular NSE IX, with supportive regulators like IFSC Authority and MES, we see the GIFT Nifty as the start of a long-term partnership between SGX and NSE. For a start, we are bringing the international liquidity into GIFT NSE IX, and NSE IX has already a presence in GIFT together with customers, and I think the combined liquidity pool will continue to grow, and GIFT Nifty is just the start of more and broader partnership between SGX and NSE, and we look towards bringing international investors into the broader Indian capital markets.
Shri Rajiv Maharshi, Chairman NSE IX, to give the closing remarks.
Chairman IMSCA, Srinivas Injeti, MD Gift City, Sri Tapan Ray, MD NSE, Mr. Ashish Chauhan, MD SGX, Mr. Punchai, Mr. Nico Torchetti from Singapore Exchange, and my colleague Bala, MD NSE. It's a great day for us at the NSE IFSC, and I wish to thank all those who have helped us to get here and who have come here to be with us today. First of all, let me thank Sri Tapan Ray and Sri Srinivas Injeti, both old friends and both doing great jobs as MD of Gift City and as IFSCA chairperson, respectively. IFSCA chairperson has been especially kind in guiding us through these 5 years to arrive at the station that we have arrived at. I would also like to especially thank our owners, the NSE, led by Mr. Ashish Chauhan, who has really pressed ever since he has joined us on getting this deal through. I must also mention his predecessor, Mr. Limai, and of course his own colleagues, Mr. Yatrik Win and Mukesh Agarwal, who are also our valuable colleagues on the board. They have all been wonderful and kind and patient in helping us get to the station at which we have arrived. I also wish to thank my other valuable colleagues on the board, our independent directors, Mr. Subramaniam and Mr. Harsh Gupta, who are both here today, present with us, especially Harsh, the youngest and the brightest amongst us, and Srimati Varsha Apte, who couldn't join us because she's in the USA. She's a professor in IIT Bombay. Of course, we need to thank, with with the bottom of our hearts, the Singapore Exchange, led by Mr. Munchai, and represented today by Mr. Nico Doherty, for their cooperation and their patience in getting this deal through. I also wish to thank all the guests who have arrived today to be with us on this happy occasion. And I wish to thank the media who have come here to cover the event and who have asked really relevant and searching questions. I also wish to thank my colleagues in the NSE IFSC, a young and small team who has worked hard and worked sincerely, and most importantly believed that this connect would actually happen, and have therefore contributed in a big way to its success today. This is a big step for us today. We finally have a rationale for our existence after 5 long years. And I think it's an equally big step for the concept of gift city, because we finally have substantial international transactions that are taking place. And as Mr. Ashish Chauhan has informed you, we have already done trading of $1.3 billion today till 3:30 p.m. And of course, trading is now carrying on. I don't have to say much else, except that we certainly as a nation need to reflect and need to think and need to ponder about the fact about why it was necessary that our Nifty product was left to develop in Singapore rather than being developed in India itself. What are the policy limitations, regulatory limitations that made us literally export our own product elsewhere to another market for its development, and how we are going in the future, how in the future will ensure that our regulatory policy environment is such that our products get developed within our country only. This is not to detract or underplay the importance of international cooperation, but to seek a more liberal regulatory and policy environment. Thank you once again for all of you, for being here with us, and I hope you stay behind, all of you, for a cup of tea. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Just for the information of our friends from media, our PR team is around. Please feel free to interact with them, as they also have a PR press release for you. Thank you very much for your valuable time, and please join us for high tea.
स्टेज पर से आवतो रे